Alright, let's talk about the first thing you demoed. I think it was the first thing on the video. Doing that whole thing. So, if you go back and watch, hopefully you can hear what I'm about to describe. But one of the things we've been trying to work on is getting you to change chords, at least these power chords, so when you're on the same string, you don't take pressure off. At least that's how it's supposed to be. So this is how it should go. And what you're still doing is this. I picked it wrong, but you see, you keep taking pressure off the strings. And you're having this instead of a da 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 da. When you're changing power chords, when you're on the same set of strings, do not take pressure off the strings. Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down. So we're doing more slide stuff because if you're sliding correctly, the pressure is going to be down. And that's what needs to happen in order to make this sort of thing sound as best as possible. So you got a bar where you're going to slide, and then you got a bar where you do the same thing. You're going to still slide, even though there's no slide marks. You're just going to pick every single time you move to a chord. There is no speed cap on this. Standard speed drill, work on it like 10 minutes a day. Always start at 60. Only go up by 5 beat per minute increments when it is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That goes for anything. Never increase the speed unless it is perfect. If you don't feel like it was worthy of putting on an album, not record worthy, wasn't good enough then. You always got to play it as if you are recording. That's how we got to practice, like you're recording something. So, here we go with number 1, 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. $80. 1, 2, 3, 4. $100. 1, 2, 3, 4. $20. 1, 2, 3, 4. $140. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more to 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, number 2. The next rhythm we're going to do. So what's going on here? So we're always on the same strings for this progression. So make sure, just like we talked about, keep that pressure down. Keep the pressure down. Think of it, you got to slide from this A5 to the C5 chord. So we want to have no disconnect in the sound. It's got to be one smooth sound going from one chord to the next. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 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 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 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 done. Number 3 is a combination of rhythms that you have been doing. So the pattern, if you can call it a pattern, a little bit of a pattern. So you got 2 bars with the same rhythm, and then the next 2 bars will have the same rhythm. So basically you have a new rhythm every 2 bars. So break this down into as many small pieces as you need to. You want to work on it 2 bars at a time, 1 line at a time, totally fine. No repeat. There's no repeat sign here. So once you get to the end, you are done. It's long enough without a repeat. In fact, it's longer than most of the rhythms because we have, I mean, technically like 8 bars when you have the repeat rhythm. Well, now we've got 12 bars. Technically 13 with the last chord. Anyway, here we go. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2. 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, done. So we got string changes happening here. So with that, when you do change strings, you obviously, hope it's obvious, that you have to let go of the strings to go to the next set of strings. So in terms of making that sound as smooth as possible, you gotta wait until the last possible moment to jump your hand across to the other set of strings. So like going from the D5 to the G5, basically think about it, as you begin your downward strum, that's when you're going to jump your hand to the next set of strings. So same thing with going from the D5 to the A5. Think about it like you're going to start moving your left hand as you begin your downward motion with the right hand. So yeah, it's really just a matter of waiting to the last possible moment to move that left hand to keep the sound as smooth and continuous as possible. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, done. Okay, the arpeggio stuff's sounding good when it comes to just like being in the one spot. You know, like taking the finger off, putting it down, all that stuff. But really want to get you able to move these chords faster. Got to get them left hand fingers moving quicker. So, actually I can just do this. Okay, I want you to treat each 2 bars or each 2 chords as its own individual thing. So even though it's all on one page, I just want you to do one thing and treat all these like a standard speed drill. Spend maybe 5 minutes. Well, I'd say no more than 5 minutes per pair of chords here. So this way it's not too much work. Anyway, yeah. God, I cannot talk today. Just like any day. Anyways, get as fast as you can with each one. Go up in increments of 5 every time you get it right. and after about 5 minutes, it's probably good. It's plenty of time for going between two chords. Okay, so no repeat. I'm going to demo exactly how it should go. So again, just one line at a time, or two chords at a time. 60 beats per minute first, and we do have a quarter note rest symbol here, so I have that there, so you're not thinking you have to have this last note ring out for those 2 beats. So during beat 4, get ready for the next chord. You have some anchor fingers going on here, like we've done before with the A minor to the C. You just got to move the ring finger, so you got a whole beat to get that ring finger moved. This is different with these chords right now versus how we're doing the power chords. The power chords is just a matter of moving the shape, so that's where we're being more strict with how you're making that change. With this, because it's a different thing, and judging on how you currently perform these chords, we got to look at it with a different approach. So just in case you're wondering, why is it okay to move your fingers early for this stuff and not the power chords? Because we're looking at it as 2 separate things. Eventually you'll tighten up the changing for chords like this, but with the power chord, yeah, anyway, just 2 separate things. Here we go, 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. It's really just a matter of getting that change on time. The faster you go, well, obviously the quicker you got to be at the change. Here it is at 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 140. 1, 2, 3, 4. 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. If you would like or need speeds faster than that, just let me know. I will put a video together for you. Okay, so the C chord here into this A minor flat 6 is basically the F major 7 you did this past week, but we throw the A on the bass, so now we can call it an A minor flat 6. We'll get to the theory on that eventually. All right, 60 beats per minute. Whoop. 1. Oh yeah, the anchor finger here is your first finger, your index finger. So these 2 guys are going to be on the same frets when you go from the C to the A minor flat 6. So not really anchor fingers because you're moving them, but at least they're going to the same frets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that was a horrible start. 1, 2, 3, 4. I completely forgot the chord I was starting with. Fantastic. 140. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed the string. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodness. 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and the last 2 chords here. So no anchor fingers at all on this one. You got to move everything. Now, you were sharing similar frets here with your fingers. Similar. Not exactly the same. Similar. So your middle finger and your index finger will go to the same frets. So when you switch to this, basically a D minor chord with an A in the bass, basically over this chord to this chord. So you're holding it like you would a D minor, but we're going to hit the A string as well. So this way we're hitting the same amount of strings and the same set of strings going from one chord to the next. So when you switch from the A minor to the D minor, again, your middle finger and index finger will be on the same frets. So second and first there. And then your ring finger going from the second fret to the third fret. So here your ring finger's on the second fret on the A minor. When you go to the D minor / A, your ring finger will go up to the third fret. So it's very close to the same shape. It's just that one fret difference. Alright, 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 140. 1, 2, 3, 4. 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So again, no more than 5 minutes per pair of chords here, because I don't want you to spend too much time on like one set and not get enough work with the others. So because it's just 2 chords, I think 5 minutes would be plenty. Now, if you end up, say, reaching your top speed for the day after only 3 minutes, that's fine. Call it at 3 minutes. What I don't want you to do is to go past 5. So just get to where you can in 5 minutes. If you end up topping out after like 2 or 3 minutes, that's okay. Just write down how fast you got and move on to the next set of chords. So if any questions come up, please let me know, and I'll see you again next week.